If you are new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and please give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it so much. If you're new to my channel, I do a lot of homecoming mom tutorials, but I also do wreaths and bows and floral arrangements and other DIYs, just anything really crafty. But this time of year during the fall is all about homecoming moms. So I hope you will consider joining. I also have memberships available if you're interested in that. This is one of my recommended, definitely need to get if you're going to make homecoming mums, even if you're just making them for your kids. It will just help so much to have one of these kind of staplers. Any kind of plier stapler. I recommend Boss Stitch. That's what I like. Hello, Connie. Hello, Miss K. How are y'all? Aw, that's sweet, Miss K. Okay, I got my triple done. I got pictures of it yesterday. The garter is done. I got pictures of it the day before. So this afternoon, my plan is to, or later this afternoon, is to try and box those suckers up and get them shipped off tomorrow. So I don't like delaying on shipping. I want to get them out as soon as I can because you never know what's going to happen. I just got the notification, Connie, for your video, like as I was getting ready to do this, and I was watching it while I was getting ready, but I still have to watch the other half of it. But it was really good. It was a good subject and a good video. Okay, so I did start on my senior mom. This was a rush order. And she's ordered from me before, but since it was last minute, had to be rushed. It's not going to be quite as wide. That's my, go-to, not her. She trusts me to make whatever, but it is going to have a bigger flower. I am doing a bigger backer, so I know it looks skinny, but it does have at least a 7.5-inch backer because I'm putting a 7.5-inch flower on it. You're welcome. So I know it looks skinnier. It's got 5 really good braids on it. Hey, DJ. So for me, this looks probably looks skinny for me, but look, does that look skinny now? It's not skinny. It's just like, usually I flare out more, and I decided that's just going to cause me more work. That's going to cause me to have to add more stuff on it. I already made her 5 braids that, that were heavy or wide, and so I didn't want to have to make more braids and stuff because I have such limited time. And when I was first making it, I was like, oh, that looks skinny for one of your mums. But then I held it up to me and I was like, look at that. That is still thick. Hello, Sylvia. Hey, Becky. How are you? So what I have on it, I did do a double box. It's not as long as the mum, but you see I tapered it kind of on the sides a little bit. And I was going to hang something off of it, but since I ended the ribbons here, I decided not to because I kind of tapered it down anyway, so it looked more natural that way. And then the same with this 3-loop chain, I ended it shorter too. I think they were around 24 inches. This is a 30-inch streamer. I've got a military braid, and this is with the 7/8-inch ribbon, so it's wider. A bubblegum braid, which I used the number 9, so it's a wider one, and then a victory braid, which is a normal size victory braid. Oh, thank you. Now, I did make most of these braids sitting in bed in the evening, either watching one of Connie's lives or, watching TV. Well, I haven't really watched much TV. I put the TV on, but I don't really watch it. I think I did that one and that one on Connie's last live. I did this one during something else, or maybe I was sitting on the couch. and I just decided to do a special braid. I used the rest of this ribbon I had gotten from Paper Mart a long time ago. And I also used it on here and on here. And Connie, look. I put that on in there. And of course, I'll put like a big pretty bow or something right there. Probably a bow. That's what I'm thinking. I did get her some special trinkets. So even though it's a rush order, she's still getting some really special stuff. I got her a picture frame. This is her senior year. This was from Hobby Lobby. This is Hobby Lobby. This is Hobby Lobby in the Christmas section, y'all. Hey Connie, I was just watching your. Me too, TJ. I'll have to watch the rest of it too. Me too. Oh yeah, it's not hard at all. I think starting out is the only confusing part, but it's really just like a weave pattern, like a basket weave almost, and you're just constantly doing that over and over. It's not hard. It just takes so much ribbon, and so you're like every time you pull, you're like pulling like this. You just keep pulling that ribbon, and then you're pulling this ribbon. It's just like miles of ribbon. That's the only thing. And the longer you go, the more ribbon you need. It's a lot. Let's see. She's got a couple of dog tags, but these were ones that I already pre-made. They're not any that I could make her special. Like last year, she got one with her name on it because they ordered early last year. I got the senior garland on here. This was another Christmas ornament. Instead of doing a mirror ball, I decided to do this. I thought it was fun. I know it looks a lot like a Christmas ornament, or a Christmas present, but I thought it was really cool. Let's see. One of the big bells is a homecoming trinket. There's more. There's another graduation dog tag with a little bell. It says 2023 with a little cap and diploma on it. So that stuff I'm glad I pre-made. I thought there was another bell on here. There's a senior trinket. And I did video some of this from my phone because my GoPro had already videoed stuff and it was uploading to the cloud. So I just hooked up my phone and videoed attaching some of these streamers and some of the trinkets. And I actually put it on Pinterest late last night. So it's like maybe a 3-minute video on Pinterest just showing some of this. So if you're curious about that, want to see that, go to Pinterest to watch it on my Pinterest page. But please remember to give it a save. It's not a thumbs up, sorry. You can heart it, which is a reaction, or you can save it to your Pinterest board. If you save it to your Pinterest board, that helps me out. Of course, I love seeing the hearts too, though. Did you ever do lanyard jerky? Yes, that's right, TJ. I'm not sure if I ever did those, though. It seems like a church camp kind of thing you would do, but I can't remember. I know. I'm so glad you showed that on yours because I was like, oh, yeah, that would be beautiful. And she loves when I add like little trinkets, like fun stuff like that onto her mom. So she's, even though I'm not able to do like any of the personalized stuff this year, like the sublimated stuff, and I think I painted a big M and put on one of her braids last year. It was my big blue mum last year. If you guys want to go back, if you're curious, this is her. Thank you, Connie. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Miss Kay. How does it help you? What? Well, I don't even know now. I don't even know what you're asking me now. I'm sorry. Thank you, TJ. Oh, Pinterest. See, I'm totally gone. Okay, so Pinterest is now paying for idea pins, not for everybody. It's just like they will ask you to join kind of thing. Like I've been putting idea pins and pins on Pinterest for years, so they're just asking people that get a lot of, I guess, get so many views or whatever or saves. They're inviting them to do this thing. And so this is the third month, I think. But there are reward goals. You're not just getting paid for a pin. I can't just throw a pin on there and expect to get paid for it like YouTube. It's not like ad, that kind of generated thing. It's completely different. They have reward goals, and you can you upload a pin and you pick which goal you want to try to do, and if you reach those goals, then they will pay you at the end of the month, or the following month after they review it. They review the pins, they review the goals, and say yes or no whether or not you reached them, or if they're going to accept a video. But a lot of the goals are per how many saves you get. So like the Watamum, the full-size Watamum idea pin that I put up, just showing the finished mum, if I have to get 100 saves on it. If I get 100 saves, then I'll get paid for that. But if I don't, then I won't get paid for it. And then there's some that are like, you have to get 25 saves to get paid. So it's really neat. So far I've made a little bit of money every month, so it's been worth it. I wasn't getting comments a few minutes ago. Had to back out. I got those. Yeah. I remember we used to make some kind of bracelets like where you were, but it was more of like a braiding. Yes. It's really cool because I've been putting stuff on Pinterest for years, and finally, now I'm getting paid a little bit for it. So it's nice. Okay. So yeah, for this week, I'm down to that one. Yay. And then, but this afternoon, it's going to probably take me a good couple hours just to box those up, which sounds ridiculous, but it really will. And like, getting the shipping labels and stuff. And then I have some other orders I have to box up too. Like I sold a wreath, yay. But then I'm like, oh, I have to box that up and ship it off. And I sold one of my pre-made mums, so I have to box that up. I do have one more thing this week, but she's after this. The mini mum that I had on Pinterest, on Etsy, sold, but she bought personalization with it, so I have to make some stickers for it, and then I'll get it shipped off. But her homecoming's not for another like 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever it is. So I've got more time with that. Isn't that fun, Jamie? It's really not. It's a chore. Like, you have to really factor in that time into your mum making time too, because it does take so much. And those are so big and heavy. It really, you have to be so careful with them. So I'm not looking forward to that, but I do need to, like the rest of the afternoon, later afternoon, really devote to that. So I need to make some more on this. I really did good last night getting all that done, getting all those streamers on. I did all that, attaching the braids and stuff. I finally got like this boost of energy and was able to get those trinkets and all that, and the ribbon necklace and the pin on. I love when you get that boost of energy and you're like just boom, 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 because I forgot what is today, Wednesday, and her homecoming is actually on a Saturday. It's a week from Saturday. Yeah. So I do have that extra day. I can ship it off Saturday, and I still have a week. Still has a week to get there, but I want to get it done as soon as possible and get it out. So I got to do the mum head. I already have 2 custom cutouts made for it. I was gonna stop there, but then I realized I didn't allow for to put names anywhere. Now on here, I will probably put, because they want the school, it's like CHS, so I'll probably put CHS somewhere over here, and then the mascot. And then I do have a senior with the 2023 for the eye already made, and so that's probably going to go on one of these braids, maybe this one, I don't know. But I think I'm going to do a custom cutout for their names too, because either that, or I'm going to have to make just some plain ribbons with their names and have them coming out of the flower or something. I don't know. I don't know. If I do the custom cutouts, I really have to do them today. But I'm going to do the backer. Again, I'm using a ribbon spool end, and it's about 7 inches. And here is a 7.5 inch flower. Look how big and full that sucker. Look at that. It's covering my face. is just going across town. Isn't that funny? And what's even worse though, Jamie, is you would think they would just deliver it across town, but it will probably end up going to like Memphis first and then coming all the way back to Texas. I'm not joking. I had, and I think it was one that went like express or something, and I checked. I just went back and looked to see like the route, and it went to Shreveport, and then it went to Memphis, and then it came back and went to Houston, and then it was delivered wherever it needed to go. I mean, it went all over the freaking world to get to from Texas to Texas, which I think is crazy. Which I don't understand shipping process, obviously. But there's the flower. I already got the flower secure too, so I got that part done. If you didn't notice the ribbon necklace and pin on, I used this ribbon I showed you guys I got from Michael's. That was really pretty, the soft satin. So I thought that's perfect. It's silver, kind of a metallic silver and white sign. So I just need to make a bunch of loops. Hey Robin, how are you? I know, right? But I mean, like I said, I don't understand how all that works. I'm sure there's reasoning behind it, but it doesn't make sense to all of us that don't have anything to do with that. So this white sparkly iridescent was some of the streamers I used. This is Hobby Lobby Christmas, so I will use some of that on the backer. I know Connie got some of this too from Christmas. This is the one I thought I bought and didn't, and I had to go back when I saw Connie got it. I used it in the streamers as well. I will tell you though, this is wired, but I did not get the wire out this time because the wire, look at it. The wire is so thin. The ones with the really thin wire and really tight, if you try to pull the wire out, 90% of the time it just breaks. And it really was laying nicely, so I just left it in there and didn't worry about it, and I had no issues whatsoever. It's more like these clunky ones that you have to worry about. And then I'll probably use this pretty ribbon, which is also Hobby Lobby, but not Christmas. Let's see, what else do I have? I use this in the streamers. I don't have much left, so I'll try to use it up. These two are both from the sewing department. Okay, Siri thinks I'm talking to it. I'm not. This is that. I already have one open. You guys probably remember. I used this on I think maybe on the watermelon. I can't remember. And then I've got all these little ones too that match. This one is just like that one I just showed you a second ago. It's from the hair bow. So they're either from, this one's from the wedding part. So I've got all those little ones I can use too. This one I got from the regular ribbon section at Hobby Lobby where like the deco mesh is. This was awesome for hanging her trinkets from, because it's silver and kind of metallic, and so it just added a little bit more sparkle. And it's, higher end because it is a higher end mom. Hi, Amanda. How are you? Veronica. Oh, well, I'm so glad you joined us. Yes. Actually, I grabbed, because I had trouble finding 7.5-inch flowers when I ordered, which I ordered like probably 3 times this year from my favorite. Well, I ordered probably 3 times from one and 1 time from another. And nobody had 7.5-inch flowers. And when I was in the Hobby Lobby, they had a bunch. So I went ahead and grabbed one more. And that's the one I just happened to grab out of my bag. But it is very, very full. I think they were about $5, which is more expensive than from my supply. But it is a very pretty flower. And it's not crazy. It may have been $5.99. So around there. But I just had to order again. And they had like 200 and something, 7.5-inch flowers. I was like, really? But yeah, that, I don't know how many layers that is, but it's a lot. Let's see. See, Connie knows. That's good. I'm so glad you're better, Amanda. That stinks. I didn't feel good this morning, but it wasn't like sickness. It was like this exhaustion. I can't talk. Exhaustion from just doing this keeps getting to me. Even though I like took more control over it not being so crazy busy the whole time, I really was on a crunch this for this homecoming date, which is the 16th. And the stress has really gotten to me. I couldn't even hold my eyes open this morning. I did lay back down for like an hour, but it wasn't until I ate, which was like an hour ago, that I started feeling much better. So finally, and I drank a few sips of coffee, so I got a little caffeine in me, so that's better. Okay. I will be using some white luster. Tribe of Six Adventures. Oh, I made that out. Hello, Houston. We've got more Houston area people in there. Oh no, that is awful. Poor thing. Didn't you burn yourself or something when we were on Connie's live though? Or were you talking about that? Because I remember somebody burning themselves. Okay, I'm just gonna put y'all down so you can watch what I'm doing. Again, I got my shirt on. If y'all are interested in some merchandise with the shirts, I've got shirts, sweatshirts, aprons, hats, coffee mugs. They are all in my store. You can see that on my YouTube channel if you're interested. If you're not, that's fine too. Okay, so whether I'm using, you know, if I'm just going to do this, I'm still going to back it up with this because it's going to make a better loop. And I don't want to use my good scissors on this wired ribbon. Let me try. I burned a ribbon a few lives ago. Oh, okay. And then I'll probably use some of that white sparkling too, and then layer it with white and then like silver over it. I want it really blingy, really sparkly, you know, senior year. I'm cutting these at 6 inches. Hello, Amy. Amy, right? Didn't you tell me to call you Amy? I hope I remember that right. I'm making a paw print, Mom. Oh, yes, it is awesome when that works out. That is a lot of fun. And let's see, I'm gonna do 6, I think. You guys, I may have like a little bit of an idea in my head, but honestly, like I don't even think that far ahead of, okay, how many loops do I want with that color? It's not till I actually start cutting that I think about it. Yes, I definitely do a happy dance when that happens. Nothing worse than when you have an idea and it's not working out right, and then you get all frustrated. If you guys have not watched Connie's video that she uploaded, I think it's a couple hours ago. I just got the notification like right before I started my live, and I watched, it was maybe 20 minutes before my live. I started watching it. I have to go back and finish it, but it was a really good subject and a good video about pricing mums and your worth and all that. It was really good. Really good topic. Connie, do you know how to put a link to it in the chat? Okay, 6 of those. So I will do 6 of these. I saw it. It was a great talk. Yes. Can't wait to watch the rest of it or listen to it at least. Such a cute idea. The paw. First you're making a heart mom. So far, I'm very pleased with that. That's good. I finished a heart mom myself. Amy, that's funny. Yes, I do the same thing too, and you just want to like, ah. And you want people to just clap all around you. Holding names for a drawing, that's not as important. Yeah, I know. I have to remember the baby Simba thing too. There it is. There's the link to her video. Of course. Okay, so let's go ahead and just, I was going to cut some more, but let's just go ahead and make these. Actually, let's put the pretty side out because you can see in your loops. So very simple. We're just going to staple that. I'm missing a stapler. Where is it? Oh, it's over there. I feel like you can't see the sparkle. Oh, there we go. And then you guys would be so proud of me. I made up a price sheet for my local customers. After going back and forth with one this morning, or like the last few days, I finally just made up a price list. I don't know why I didn't do that before. I'm really bad with my local customers just to go, okay, it's such and such price, but this year I've changed it. I'm actually asking for a payment up front, or not making the mum, and just other things like that. No more rush orders unless they want to pay a rush order fee. I've always let the local people kind of walk all over me, and I'm not doing it anymore. Thinking about pricing, my one issue is the time. It took 3 days to make 2 mums, but I literally started one this morning, same size. Oh, ready. I know. Time, yeah. And you just never know how long one's going to take you. Oh, good, Connie. Melanie, welcome. I've been working on my daughter's mom. Everything I know I learned from what. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, thank you, Connie. If you haven't checked out Connie's page or channel, back on Pinterest again, she's got lots of homecoming videos too, getting more and more. And TJ Magic Touch, she has some videos as well. She's getting more and more homecoming mom videos. Hopefully more to come. Okay, I am going to cut some sparkling and I'll lift y'all up so you can watch because I know that's very exciting. But I guess it's better than looking at the empty table, isn't it? So here's my sparklings. I've got gold and silver. These are not like real expensive ribbons. They're not like cheap, but they're not expensive either. Wish I could read how much came on that sucker. I cannot read the yards. It's so tiny. I think it's 50 yards for like 12 bucks. So that's good. The only thing I hate about this ribbon, see how curly it is? So if you use it as streamers, it curls up and you have to like weigh it down. But it is kind of holographic. It picks up other colors like, but it's also silver metallic, but it's not like overly holographic if you're not into holographic stuff. Oh, thank you, Amy. Hey, Rachel V, how are you? Okay, so I cut 6 of those. Now I'm going to layer it with, what am I going to layer it with? I was going to cut some acetate, but I think I'm going to layer it with this. I think that's pretty. And that'll bring that out from the streamers. Yeah, I didn't use it or anything else. And I'll probably make like a bow out of that too. That's going to make a really easy bow. Hello from Waco. How are you? A. Okay, I don't know how to say that. I'm just going to call you A. Where do you order your ribbons from? I like to buy a spool of ribbon. Okay. Hold on just a second. I put this in the description, but I just realized I forgot to put a description in on this one. So give me just a second. I'll copy and paste from my last live. At the very beginning of my descriptions now, in my most recent videos and lives, I've been putting that at the top and putting the 2 places that I like to order from, because that is my most asked question. Okay, you should be able to scroll down now and look in the description, and there's a link to it. All American is my favorite, and L&M is my second favorite. I watched Connie and TJ found them from your videos. I made TJ zigzag braid, but haven't posted it anywhere to tag her. I have made it as well. I made it for 3 mums so far. I love it. I think it looks so good. I really like it on a garter mum. I just made a full-size garter mum and had it on there instead of a spirit chain or a victory braid or Texas braid. So it's a good one to swap with or to add with those, because those are some of my favorites for like the guys' mums. And so this is another one. And then I also put it on a girl's mum too and blinged it up, and it was really pretty. I don't know if I've posted. Oh yeah, I need to. And Pinterest. I don't know if you can you tag on Pinterest? I don't know. Because I did put that Pee Wee mum that I had him on there, so I need to tag you on that. Oh, that's sweet, Rachel. Yes, TJ, I understand. I've videoed quite a bit of stuff the last few weeks, but I haven't been able to edit anything. There's not going to be a video tonight either, you guys. I just don't have. I did get to edit some this week, but nowhere near getting anything ready, and I'm not gonna like rush something out and put out a crappy video like I used to. I mean, I used to like rush to get them out, just thinking I had to get one out, and now I'm not gonna do that anymore. I'm doing more live, so you're getting the full version, the unedited version. See, awesome. Thank you. You're welcome. Oh, thank you, Miss K. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do this, and that will give me 6, and that'll be a good starting point, and then I can see what I need after that. Since the flower is so big, I may not need another layer. We will see. Let me tilt it down again. Here we go. I cut some wires with this last night. I was so mad at myself. I was like, oh, stop doing that. That's not for wired. The bad thing about these kind of ribbons, like this kind of ribbon or foil ribbon, is it's so slick. So when you're trying to make loops, it's like the ribbon on top is like sliding everywhere. And it can be a pain to try and get it straight. I think that's pretty. We do, Connie, we do. That's right, Miss K. Let me go ahead and cut these. This one is the same on either side, so it really does not matter which side you do. Just want to make sure they're straight, that this lines up, and that the front and back of this one lines up. That's okay, Jamie. I understand. Jamie also posted a couple of shorts of some mums she finished recently. If you guys want to go check out her channel. "24 viewers." I keep forgetting where I'm setting this. Yes, please, if you haven't, will you please give me a thumbs up when the live stream is over? YouTube really looks at that and sees how many people, okay, 24 people were watching, but only half of them actually liked the video, so we're not going to promote the video. It really does work like that. So if you would push that thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. It's easy and it's free. I know we talk about the ads a lot. You know, like people will pop in and they'll say, I'm watching the ads, I'll be there in a minute. I have really gotten into the habit of whoever, it doesn't matter who I'm watching, as long as they are verified. If some, somebody that's not verified yet, not getting paid, I'll skip the ads. But I've gotten into the habit of sitting through the ads when I go to watch somebody's video. So I don't just ask people to do that for me. I do that for other people as well. I'm going to draw a circle on this to give me a better guide. Just help guide me on how far in or out to put my loops. Okay. Also going to take my flower, since the flower is pretty much the same size of the backer, I can go out further with these loops. I don't want to get them in too far. If I get in too far, look what's going to happen. You're going to barely be able to see those loops if I got them way in there. It keeps popping out. So, I mean, I can come out, definitely come out that far, which is, so usually I actually touch whatever circle I draw on there, but not this time. Let's see, where are we? They were, Connie, they were super cute. You know, I offer bigger sizes, but everyone keeps ordering the same size. I go through that every year too. Like, it seems like everyone will want like a bunch of one certain size. And like last year, I think I talked about this before. Last year, the mid size was hugely popular. I can't tell you how many people were ordering that. And then this year, I have not sold one yet. I have not. I've sold a pre-made mid-size, and I think some of my local people are going to order that size, but on Etsy, the custom, I have not sold one, which is crazy. That's like that, and the minis, Minnie and Pee Wees, were the leaders last year. And you know, I'll sell a few really big ones, you know, a couple or handful of them, but it's just funny to me. It's like they're either ordering really big ones or really small ones this year. No in between. I am trying to get it straight across. I'm pretty OCD about this. You do not have to be. Oh, Amanda. Okay, good. I will try to remember that. It's the same for me, Jamie. Just have the same size getting older. But I'm happy because larger rooms are low-key terrifying. They are. They still are for me too, DJ. Oh yeah, that's understandable. So if they keep coming back to you though, then every year it'll be a bigger one. So oh, Connie, that's funny. I didn't think about it like that. It's funny when you put them together though that it sounds like that. Sold a lot of Pee-wees this year. It's been, yeah. See, you just never know every year. Okay, so since I did those on either side, and since I'm doing 6, it will be like this. And I do want to try and get them even. So again, if you want to be analytical about it, you can draw a line there. Oop, I'm moving it. You could even go like, okay, that's how much space I want between them. I mean, whatever you wanted to do. If you want to be this analytical about it, which I kind of am. It drives me nuts when they're not. They don't have to be perfect, but if it's like a huge difference, it drives me crazy. Yes, hopefully nobody sees all that red marks. They shouldn't, but you just never know. It also drives me crazy if one of them is like, you can tell it's like further off than the others, which they are not perfect. This one's a little bit shorter, that one's a little bit shorter, I can tell, but it's not like a huge difference. See, it looks pretty even. If it doesn't stand out as being like really noticeable or even noticeable, then I don't worry about it. But if there's one that looks like it's like this, yeah, I'm gonna rip it off and do it again. Same olive season is 15 inches or 18 inches. I did have one order for wrist. Well, it's like last year, I don't think I did any girls full size with the 18-inch streamers or even maybe the 24-inch streamers, but I've done several this year. So, you know, all of them were ordering the mid-size last year. Yours are all over the place. So crazy not knowing. I started looking it up because I need my child. How long is mom season? Homecomings can start early in August, like right after school starts. I've had one that was like the first week that school started, which is crazy, or maybe it was the second week, but like mid-August. And then I'll even get some that are into November, like even mid-November. Not very many. It will slow down after Halloween. It really, the big difference, but most of them are going to be in September and October. There you go, Connie. That's right. I keep stepping on. I've got all kinds of junk that I'm stepping on here. My floor needs to be vacuumed bad. It's a big flower, isn't it? Yeah, see, I've had some November orders. You won't get very many, but I actually like it because, I like them when they're spaced out and they're not all together. There were so many that were for the 16th of September, and so that's why I'm so like, ugh, it's just been crazy. I think that's where I'm going to attach those. Oops. Later. I'll fix that later. Okay, so do I want to attach it like that? No, I want it right in the center. There. Try to take the time to make it look neat and professional. Really, Connie? Well, I didn't either until I started selling on Etsy. Now these are pretty much touching the circle, so that's a good guide for these. Again, I'm making sure that I'm centered. Does that look even? It looks even to me. I hate trying to get in there. Push that up. See what I did? Push that up so it won't get messed up. You're welcome, Veronica. I like the 6 loops on the larger flowers. It has a nice look to it. Yeah, I think so too. And I like odd numbers on them too. Like some of the minis, I'll do 3 and 3, and I really like that. Or 5 and 5 on some of the mid to bigger size ones. It gives it a really neat look. Sure, I made a PV in November for a little league team. Oh, really? I'm never done. Real mum makers are never done. Let's see, where am I? She drove from Katie to come get them. Wow, I get a few orders from Katie. Mom orders and supply orders. I don't know how far that is from you. Oh, TJ, her customer cracked me up. One of those mums that goes on the thigh or what however she put that. That was so funny. Girl garters, there you go. Mid thigh is popular, yes. Yeah, thigh mums. It was really funny. I know I've gotten basketball ones before, but not very often. I really thought once I got on Etsy that there would be more, but there's not, which I thought that was funny. They must be used to having to make their own or something. Yay! Pretty and sparkly. I've been laughing about that too, TJ. That was so funny. I needed that. But I want to do Girl Garter so bad. And last year I did a bunch of dye mums. We're gonna start calling it. I'm gonna change my listing and put it dye mums. Kind of gets it out. I guess that's not too bad. I had somebody drive about that distance to come get a mum last year too. Hey Madison, how are you? Any suggestions on the best place to order ribbons? Yes, go into my description. I just put a description in, and I love All American. L&M is my second favorite, but right at the top of my description, I've got the links for those. It's not an affiliation or anything. It's just my most asked questions, so I put it in there for people. I just placed another order with All American. You do get points too, but they don't make it easy to actually use those points. I was trying to figure out if I had any points and I couldn't find it. So I just went ahead and ordered. And then after I ordered, they sent me an email telling me how many points I had. They had like 15,000 points. And do you want to use them now? And I was like, so that's a complaint there, though. Even though you get points, which you don't get points anywhere else, I don't think. But they don't make it easy for you to figure out how to use them. I could have called them too and asked them, but I didn't. Where am I? I'm lost now. Y'all are so close. There's a bunch of y'all in that same area. Yeah, I'm going to be calling those thigh mums from now on. Grilled or fried? Fried, please. Oh, that's a good question, TJ. I also get a lot of stuff from Hobby Lobby, Madison. I love Hobby Lobby for, like these pretty ribbons, but yeah, acetates and the diamond dust, lusters. Get luster. Luster's cheaper. I think it's better for the braids, but not all the colors match up perfectly. Burgundy and what was it? There was another color that wasn't perfect, but I mean, you can't tell. Like once the mum is made, you can't tell at all. You're very welcome, Madison. Oh, that's a good tip for those people that live in your area. I think that's pretty. getting the mum. Now you can't see it. I got so much stuff on my table, I can't put it on here. Hold on. Throw all this in this basket. I told my husband, I said, it's ridiculous you buy me this humongous table and I still don't have enough room. So that gives you an idea of what it'll look like. Try to be gentle and still the ribbons. I hate putting these big ones on the table. And that's how I end up getting creases on the back of these ribbons, because setting it down and moving it around and such. Okay. We'll start putting that as options. What is the difference between satin, acetate, or luster? Not much difference at all. The gold label is going to be your luster. That's what I was using for in here, and the streamers. I don't know if I have one that's acetate or not. Yes, I do. Okay, here's the acetate in red. It's a little bit, like it is a little bit softer. It still creases really well, but look at them. Can you tell the difference? No, you can't. They are so similar, but this one is going to save you a lot of money. But I do suggest, if you're getting a color, I don't know if you're doing like white and silver or white and gold, but if you get like a color, that you try to get them all in that same kind, like luster or acetate, because I thought they all matched up really well, but like I said, I got a new burgundy out and it was a little bit different. The color was just a little bit darker, but once the mum was done, you couldn't even tell. And there was another color, but now I don't remember which one it was. Maybe the purple, it was slightly different, but seriously, like once you get the mum done, you can't even tell. And if you use ribbons like this in different colors, they never match up completely either. But I think the luster actually makes better braids because I think it creases a little bit better. I think it's a little bit stiffer. So if you're making like braids like this that you need good creases, you're going to really rather have that. Oh, rose gold. Have you looked at Hobby Lobby in the Christmas? They have like some beautiful rose gold ribbons. The pretty sparkly ribbons. I think UPS is making a delivery. Yep. Acetate is 100% acetate and luster is 100% polyester. There you go. Yeah, I used to use all acetate, and then I don't know where I discovered if I just, because like All American, they'll say the luster says value line. And I'm like, okay, what is, and I used to just assume that was like polypropylene or flora or something. But then I started checking it out and I was like, oh, it's really similar. I got some and I really love it. So now I'm leaning, now that every time I order, I'm ordering luster if they have it in that whatever color or size that I'm needing. If they don't, then I go with the acetate. Yeah, I think luster would be better. They're close in color. Yeah, a little difference in texture. Okay, Connie. A lot of people. Yeah, I noticed, I was reading on somebody's website, one of the big mum makers, and she listed luster as one of her ribbons that she uses, not acetate. She listed luster, and I was like, oh, that's good to know. Yeah, I think it's stiffer too. I think it makes better braids. You're very welcome, Madison. We want you to have a beautiful senior mom, so whatever we can do to help. Yeah, at L&M, they're the same price, but at All American, there's a big difference in price. It's weird. I almost forgot to put that on there. You guys, I have to say I am struggling with with it not being ginormously like wide, you know, since I tend to go so wide on my mums. Now, if she wanted feather boas, that would like really make a difference. But I still think it's beautiful. Look, that gives you a better idea, doesn't it? It's heavy too, but I've got this thing. So it's got a lot of heavy stuff on it. Okay, I just need to match this up as best I can. Try to match those holes up. No, I don't like it like that. I don't like it where it goes, the dip is right there. I was thinking for this, but so let's give it a turn and try it this way. It's shining too brightly for y'all, isn't it? Yes, oh, it's got more than one Christmas ornament on it. It's not going, oh yeah, it is. There, dim that as much as I can. I like it with the top, the loop, the big loop up. And that looks pretty even to me, so I'm going to give it a couple of staples to hold it in place, maybe. So I just gave it a staple there and there. That's going to keep the backer right in where I want it, and it's not going to move around. Like that is not, you know, like when I keep looking at it, I think it looks skinny, but once I put it up on me, I'm like, that thing is big. It's fine. Let's see where. Holiday red has a difference with gold back versus silver back. Okay. All I have is regular red, but I noticed like I think All American that all they have is holiday red, so I will have to switch to holiday red, which I don't know if it's a big difference or not. Once I use my reds, I don't remember where I got those reds. I've had them for a while. Wait, there is someone. Jamie, that was cute. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of them. Oh, thanks, Robin. Thank you, Amy. Oh yeah, I didn't even catch it. See, I didn't even catch that at first. But if you think you look great, then that's good for you. I'm so happy that you think you look great because you probably do, and that's a good way to think about yourself. Video on the braid with the silver down the middle and the white ribbons on both. Oh, the 3-loop chain. Let me think which one. Yes, it's black and red on the thumbnail picture, and it's a 3-loop chain, but I don't remember exactly what I called it. But look, it'll have a big picture of a black and red braid, just like that. Thank you, TJ. My hot glue gun is not turned on either, so that's my next step, to glue that down. I put a big pin on there too. I got those from Hobby Lobby in the sewing, of course, the sewing department. But okay, I'm gonna try and set this thing down gently again. Easier said than done. tilt y'all down again. Just keep going for a ride with me. Hopefully it won't pop that off. Okay, there we go. Thank you, DJ. See, she is awesome. Here is my glue gun. Awesome cordless glue gun. I was working on that big one over here. I had it hanging over here on my ribbon thing, and I needed my glue gun. I was like, oh, I can walk across the room and not have to have cords. Yes, I did, Rachel. It is a 7/8. I don't make very many of those because I do charge extra usually, but when they get the senior package, they're paying extra anyway for extras. So, you know, that can be one of their extras. Extra. And this one I did, it was one of those braids I did in the bedroom when I was watching TV or probably watching Connie's Lives. And I just kept going and I had no idea how long it was. So it was longer. And I just looped it around. I thought I'll put a cute bow on it or something. And what I did, instead of smashing it onto the backer and messing part of it up like I've done in the past, I took some extra ribbon and ran through a loop, one of these loops right here in the military braid. You can't get my finger through it, but see that? I ran the ribbon through that and then stapled that ribbon on there just where it hits just below that backer. So now it's not going to get smashed. That's an idea for you guys if you are, if you want to do that sometime. Same with this one. I had ribbon, like this ribbon attached to it, but it wasn't attaching the way I wanted it to. So I cut that off and just put some cord through it. And I will probably either bling that up or put a bow on it or something. Or a tinsel puff. I can put a tinsel puff on it. It's a little dark. Oh, it's a little darker, so you have to be careful using it with black navy blue. That just reminded me, though, that I needed to turn this light back up. There. I did that the other day. Now I have a 4-foot long love chain. Well, you can twist it all around, loop it up, whatever you want to do with it. Something fun. I do love this, though. I think she's going to love that. There's I knew I put another bell on there. It got lost in there somewhere. If I have time, I'll make her an acrylic too, because that's not hard. I have to cut out some stickers anyway. Just make some stickers that size and put that on there. But that reminds me, I need to now. I was thinking I'll have to put another ribbon, a cord or this ribbon to hang it, but that's not true. I can hang it through like one of these. I can hang it through one of those. I do that a lot too. From the bottom of that one, anything like that. Hi, Kiki. I would have to replay. Yeah, exactly. You can just keep going. It's like military braids for me. You just keep going and going and going. Oh, I didn't know it would let me do that. Hold on just a second. Look at this. I just discovered this. Hold on just a second, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm a slow typer. I just saw that I can do this. Let's see how it does. Did that just pop up on the chat? It's showing it right here, and I was like, ah. So I have mentioned my daughter is making a mum in her full design class. The teacher told them the difficult military braids today. That's funny. Okay, we are hot now, so we can add this on. I want to make sure I did not miss anything that I wanted to attach. I'm going to try and do something with this, at least one of those on here. If it doesn't look good, then I won't. And I need another. On this one, that one is, it's a ribbon that I had gotten from Paper Mart years ago. That was in their like clearance, markdown, whatever you call it. I think it's a polypropylene because it's really slick. And it's white, which is silver dots. It's not glittery or sparkly or anything. I think they're just kind of maybe not even really metallic looking. This just reminded me, there has been times when I glued everything together and I realized that, like one of my strands with the trinkets ended up like way over on the other side. And it's not like it messes up the mum, but you might want to check your little ribbons and make sure they're all where you wanted them. Now I'm just going to go around and staple, staple. Make sure that's where I wanted it to be. That would be hard to get in there. These ribbons keep curling or crinkling. Ow. It's got a pin in it, a straight pin. gap. Okay, and where you can't get it, if there's a huge gap, you know, you can put more hot glue, but I can't. I can barely just kind of stick the tip of my finger. It's fine. Me too. I was so glad I went with that. I think that looks really, really pretty. I'm glad I found that. So I give them both a safety pin and a straight pin. Of course, this safety pin's ginormous and, you know, kind of decorative, but whatever they want. The straight pin is prettier, but I think it would, I don't know how well they stay up. Hey, Darla, how are you? They are not the same price and they do not have all the same stuff. So there might be, you know, there's going to be things that you can't find at one that you can find at the other, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. Okay, I feel like I can see a little bit of the staples. So I'm going to go through with some tinsel. That's going to be my best bet. I don't want to mess with a bunch of other stuff. And I have some chunky white and silver, but I really don't want a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to do a little coverage. Whoa, knocking everything over. Just add a little sparkle and a little coverage. This one is really thin. See how thin it is. I have some up there that's really, really thick. But what I'll do is I'll just double or triple it. And I like to twist them together because that will join them together and make it look like it's a fuller one. Just trying to make sure that all these staples are covered and that it'll just add a little sparkle. Good. I like to keep turning this off because it gets really hot. I know it's its job to get hot, but it gets like really, really, really hot. I'm gonna make you cry for your mama kind of hot. All right, I'm gonna get my finger protectors. Don't freak out. What happened to my scissors? Okay, I'll use these. I think I got them covered up. Okay, let's see how it looks now. You got to be so careful when you're like gluing stuff down and such on the back, or because you will get that happen. And I have accidentally glued down or stapled down things like that. Love your channel and tutorials. Thanks for sharing your wisdom. Doing my first homecoming mom, and it's really, yay! That is so awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad it's going good, and I'm glad to have been some help. You can just see a hint of that sparkle, but you definitely won't see any of these awful staples. I think it needed that too anyway, even if it wasn't for the staples. Okay, I'm going to pull that as tight as I can. Let's see, where can I get the best angle? Got a couple of staples. It's right here. Cut that off. Fold that over. And we are good. Now I get in there with some more hot glue. Turn that back on. It's getting too hard to push out. Okay, so you went and got Matthew. She's driving and listening. That's awesome. I try to do that too, but it goes in and out. If you're in town, it'll work, but driving out here, it's just in and out. Nope. I don't know if she'll wear it like this, or it's kind of sticking out a little bit further than I want it to, or like that. Thank you, Liz. Five, but you know, this one's chunky. This one's pretty chunky, and that one's really wide. So it depends on, you know, like if I use some 9/16, these are all 7/8 or 1 and 5/16, the number 9. So if I had used the thinner ribbons, I would have had to done more because they would have been skinnier. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put the clean backer on the back. Get that over with. Again, I'm trying to be as gentle as possible. Nothing more frustrating than picking it up and realizing you crinkled something or messed something up. Okay, so just going to add that there, but I do like a clean, I want to cover that hole up is what I'm trying to say. Where is my white? I keep losing the white. I'm just cutting a piece of grosgrain. You could use acetate or luster, but this is thicker, and I just think it's gonna hold up better. Thank you, Rachel. I'm just gluing a square. This is on the inside. So then you've got that hole covered up. Now those little holes that they put on these pre-made backers that most people use, and I've got some too, they're so small you don't have to worry about that. Unless something ugly is sticking out of it and then you want to cover it with a piece of ribbon. But I just think that makes it look so much cleaner. And I did, I'm going to have to, I did staple right there. That's another issue. So I'm just going to glue a piece of ribbon right there. They might notice it, but it's better than getting snagged by a staple. Sometimes, you know, a lot of times I'll just rip those staples out, but I'm pretty sure I needed those staples. So that's going to protect their clothes right there. I can still kind of feel it though. I almost did a grosgrain. I just wanted it to match up. I might do another piece just to be safe. I would not want this to catch on her clothes and tear something up. So see, I make mistakes too. I keep telling you guys, I make lots of mistakes. Yeah, that's nice and thick. It's a little noticeable, but honestly, it's not very noticeable at all. Yes, thank you, Rachel. Just want to cover the ugliness. Because if they can't see it, then it doesn't exist. Ah, thank you. Yes, there's a lot of trial and error with that because I have done that many, many times. I want to try to line that up as perfectly as I can. And you can, it's really hot, very, very hot. So go like this, let that cool down a little bit, just some weight on there so it smushes them together. You can get the big heavy one out and put on there. Thank you, procrastinate. That's a little bit of a tongue twister, but I got it out. I remember it from last time too, though. Oh, I haven't said anything about my subscriber count. It's so close to 7,000. Let's see, does it show it on here? I don't see it on here. Let me go to my YouTube studio and look. I am 17 away from 7,000, you guys. That's so exciting. 10,000 is actually looking like something that can happen. It used to be so far away, I was like, that'll never happen. Thank you, Miss K. That's so sweet. Thank you, Liz. Okay, surely that has cooled down. Now we want to do the edging. already used that glue stick that I just put in there. I'm getting the end hot and sticking it in here, touching it with the other glue stick, because that will make them glued together and then it won't fall out. Your message got retracted. I don't know why. Need my clamps. I like to clamp it and it seals those edges much better. They're trying to pull apart. Keep it in there. Yeah. Can't really clamp it down here usually, but just want them sealed together as good as I can get them. Really like that glue gun. At first, I thought it was cordless drill. Well, they do make the drills and stuff just like the same brand and everything, same color. But neat idea, that way you're not laying it on its side or those cheap stands. Yeah. Yeah, I really like it's heavy, but I really like it. I haven't gotten out my other ones unless I need like the low temperature one that I got out, that little one. I usually end gluing myself. Yeah, I've glued myself to quite a few things. Working in 3 months at the moment for my girls. Thanks for your tips. You're so welcome. Helped me so much this year. Oh, that's so good to know. I'm so glad to help. What glue stick machine are you using? It is, yes, it is cordless. This is the brand. This, I believe you can only buy it from Harbor Freights though. And then, but you, for some reason, they sell it all in pieces. You have to buy the charger and I think even the batteries separately. I can't remember. It's kind of crazy. But I've got 2 batteries and it's a good thing too because I have to change them out at least once a day. I do reset. Thank you. You said Amanda, right? I hope I remember that right. Yes, I've gotten, well, these little colored clamps here, those are from Harbor Freight. My big black shelving back here was from Harbor Freight. I think my stool was from Harbor Freight. What else? I got something else there. What was it? Oh, this isn't what I was thinking of, but these that I have my bells in, that's Harbor Freight. I was thinking there was some other shelves, but I don't think so. Thank you. You're welcome. Not that I know of. And I love that fine tip I was using last year, but it just pushed right out one day when I was gluing, and so it like tried to glue to whatever I was doing, that big thin, fine tip. And I ended up having an extra one, and that was not fun trying to change that out. But I managed to do it, and within a couple of months, it did the same thing. So I do not recommend buying that one anymore. Is it really, Liz? Yeah, I mean, it's not a big store, but they have some neat, and they have some good sales too. Oh yeah, I love that container. And it's skinny, so I put it up on its side, and I've got two of them, and they don't take up much room. And those little containers inside, they move around. You can take them out, and you can move them around whichever way you want. Use your print stickers with your logo and cover the whole. Yeah, you're right. That would be a good idea. I actually ordered some printable vinyl. I have not played around. I haven't gotten it yet, and for some reason I have not ordered any until now. I don't know why, but I might be able to do that. That's a good idea. Thank you. Uh, no, mine was a. I still have it. I just have regular tip on it. Oh, it was an ad tech. Okay, so you see that back is on really well. Well, thank you guys for helping me get this far. So I already have the cutout for this, but it's still in my room. I just left it under the books. I've had it made for quite a while, but I was like, I don't want to have to put it somewhere and try to keep it from getting messed up. So I just left it. And then I have the one that says senior with the 2023 and for the eye that I'm going to attach somewhere. I mean, I may attach it here on one of these braids. I'll have to decide where I'm going to put their names first. And then I have to cut stickers. So, and I'm probably going to make some more custom cutouts. But that's it. I just have to personalize it and embellish it, and I'll be done. I feel such relief. You have no idea how much relief I feel right now. Make bows, put some more bling on it, that kind of stuff. But when it's this far, you know that you're getting to the finish line. I'm trying not to glue myself to that chain while blinging. Oh, girl. Yeah, Melanie. I love the deco mesh and the chains, but boy, yeah, you can glue yourself really bad with that stuff. Yes, I do use it. Actually, there is a couple of strands on here in the streamers. There. I use it more on guys' mums than girls' mums. So definitely like in the streamers. Don't really like using it on the mum head because it's a pain, but I do sometimes. Loaded question with this crowd. Yeah, that's right. Hope that answers your questions. I feel like we're deep into homecoming. And I know it's only September. It just feels like we should be like really deep, getting halfway through it. Not that I'm hating it or anything. It's just I feel like I've made so many already. I already went back and was looking for some photos or something in my phone, and I was like, when did I make that mom? And it was only like 2 weeks before. I'm like, this is bad. This is bad if it's just this early on, and I'm already like, what? I don't remember that mom. No matter how much I love them, I just kind of move on when it's done. Oh, thank you, Amanda. So sweet. Thank you. Yeah, I just have a lot of boxing up to do, and I will be done. It is a nice distraction. Oh, I don't want to start at the beginning. Stop. I'm trying to see what it looks like watching the live for real. Because I get a different version with a bunch of analytics on it. Yeah, I knew you meant from work, yeah. So I noticed on the screen, sorry, I'm just curious about how all this stuff works now that I got this shop. On the lower left, it says view products, and you can click on that and it shows my shop. And click on that, it'll take you to my shop. That's cool. I don't know how all that works. It's all new to me too. I'm still 17 away from 7,000. No new subscribers. I guess nobody news work or watching. And we've got 31 people watching now, but only 23 likes. Come on, is there 8 of you that don't like me? You don't like my video? Please give me a like. I would appreciate that so much. The thing's driving me crazy the way it's way off. But then if I move it, it's kind of on top of that one. I'm gonna have to do something pretty on there, and I may just do a tinsel puff, and I put that tinsel up. Why did I do that? Actually, I think I want that prettier tinsel. Let me cut a piece of that. I'll show you how pretty it is. Some of that really big full tinsel. So I just like to fold it over and give it a twist. Kind of make it into a puff. Go work on that love braid. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Thanks for joining, Liz. I appreciate it. That's a pretty big puff. Can you guys see that? It's ginormous. Oh my God, that's funny. It's ginormous. It's way too big. Oh goodness. Let me get that other stuff out again. That's too funny. Oh, I also have that white and silver too. I can't find the end now. Every time I think I see an end, it's just where it's folded over. I usually get frustrated with this and I'll just start cutting chunks off like that, somewhere in the middle of it. There it is. I folded it over since it's so thin. That's the size puff I want. If that will work. That's much better. If you guys can see me, I hope you can. Yeah, that's better. And I can put one on the end of it too, so it matches on both ends. But I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with, if I want to do something with the end of that or not. And if I can still put a big bow right there or right here if I want to. But from the back side, you could still see that. It would mess that up a little bit. I will have to kind of, sometimes you can see, like you can see some of that marking or you can see the staples. So I will kind of put a dab of glue and glue those loops down just to make sure none of that's seen. But that's one of the last things I'll do when I'm just checking it out and making sure it's like how I want it. Just kind of giving it that go over to make sure everything's glued down good and stapled good. But I'm going to quit for now. We've been going quite a while. Honey dog for now. First time here. Hey, welcome to make our seniors on our soccer team for senior night. Oh, good. I'm glad you found me on Pinterest. Thank you. Yeah, I've done some little ones before. I mean, that's probably what you're looking for. I mean, I do a lot of little ones, but like some that are kind of like more ribbon pinish for it was a little football team in New York several years ago. It was for the moms or I don't know if it was for the moms or like the booster club maybe. But they were just, like a lot of grosgrain ribbons and sparkly ribbons, and there were no flowers on it. I think I did tulle in like a football helmet. You may have seen that on Pinterest, but stuff like that might be a good idea for y'all, unless you're wanting to go bigger, not that big, but and do a flower and such. Oh, thank you, Jamie. But that's a fun idea. I am gonna get off here. Oh, good, Miss Kay. I'm glad you got orders. I'm gonna get off here as well. Take a break for a few minutes before I have to tackle boxing up that stuff because I have to get myself mentally prepared for that. Yes, bye, Miss Kay. Thank you for joining in again, as always. Thank you guys for the more likes. I appreciate that. I'm up to 26 likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That really helps me out. I appreciate that so much. Okay. No, it's not, TJ. It is so not fun at all. Especially these big ones, because you're trying to like muscle it in there, but you're trying to protect it at the same time. And so it's not fun at all. Not fun at all. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off here. If you don't have any more questions, surely Friday night I'll be able to do another live. I don't know about tomorrow. I just kind of wing it if I have time. Oh, I probably won't because I know I have to take my son to and from work twice tomorrow, so probably not. Probably not. But probably Friday night I'll do that. And what else was there? Yeah, I've done some new idea pins this week. I think like 5. So check those out. Most of them are just finished mums that that I've done recently that they've already gotten. I don't upload that until they've actually gotten it and the girl has seen it or the guy whoever it's for has seen it. I don't want the world to see it before they do, which I mean, you get to see it as it's getting made, but that's a difference from the finished product. So anyway, if you want to see those, go check that out on Pinterest, please. I would appreciate that. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Quick question. Do you use Etsy to ship or pirate ship? I use Etsy because it's easier for me. I think they're the same prices, but Etsy charges you like so much for shipping, but they charge you before you even ship. Like they charge you a percentage. So I don't know how that works. TJ uses pirate ship. I have an issue And TJ can probably help me out with it. You're so smart with this kind of stuff. But I have one of those thermal printers, and I got it before I got my laptop. And it took us forever to figure out how to link it up with my phone to print, because you're printing like Bluetooth. And I have watched videos and tried to figure out how to get my laptop to work with it, and nothing works. No, I've tried all these ideas at the YouTube videos, and nothing works. So when I'm on pirate ship, I have to do it through my phone to be able to move it to my printer. Now on Etsy, I can use my laptop, but I have to airdrop it to my phone, and it'll bring it up, and I can print from there. So I've got like this extra step that I shouldn't have to have. But for some reason on pirate ship, I cannot airdrop it to my phone or send it to my phone. So I have to actually do the whole thing from my phone, like putting in all the information and stuff. So, which, to me, I'd rather be looking at the big screen of my laptop and doing that than that. So that's why I don't use pirate ship, for that stupid reason. I wish I could get it figured out, but I've not been able to. They're smarter than me, so. But if I ship something, if somebody orders not from Etsy, somebody contacts me or whatever, or if I do something, or if I ship personal items, I use pirate ship. I've tried, but I can't print from my laptop, and I can't send it from my laptop to my phone. I used to be able to email it to myself to my phone, and then click print, but no, it's not. Like, and I don't have a cord or anything. I've got a MacBook, so you don't have a USB on a MacBook, so I can't. It has to be Bluetooth, and it will not connect with it for some reason. I don't know. It's one of those things I need to get figured out, but it's going to be time consuming. And I've tried watching videos, and they make it look so easy, but what they do doesn't work on mine. They just like hold down the Bluetooth button on that thing and connect. And what do you do with the labels after you download? What do you mean? I don't understand the question. On pirate ship, see, it won't send it anywhere on my laptop. It won't. I don't know how to describe it because it's been a while since I've done it. But it just won't. It won't go anywhere. Then, like I said, I used to just email it to myself and then open it up on here. You need a MacBook. Yeah, I do. Actually, I think I might have one. But I don't even know where my cord is to that, like to connect it. But when I first got it, I just Bluetooth to my phone and got it all connected, and it works great. I don't understand. And I can even, I think, yeah, I can even pull up my Bluetooth, and it recognizes it. It shows it, but it won't connect to it. It won't send anything to it. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm not good at this kind of stuff. And you can plug the printer into the laptop. Download the PDF, then send to print. Okay. It is a lot of work. I know. There's so many things like that that I've got to figure out because I add too much to my own work. I think I have a cord for it to go straight to the computer. I can't remember. I've had that thing for a while, so I don't remember. I'll have to look for it. Yeah, I'd rather use pirate ship. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm getting tired again. I just need sometimes you just need a break. You need to walk away and then get back to it. I got the flower and the backer attached, so I just have to like embellish it, decorate it, put custom cutouts on it, stickers, cut stickers, and I think I'm gonna make a couple more custom cutouts because I think that's gonna make my life easier. I don't know. Either that or some ribbons coming out of it with like their names on it. I haven't decided yet. But I'm at a stopping point. I'm ready to get off here. No, I'm not ready to get off here. I'm just ready to go relax for a little bit. Let me see. We've been going 2 hours, so that's good. And no, not bad for being a rush order. I think it's sparkly and pretty, so she'll be happy. And I still got, I'm still gonna add some bling to it. Thank you, Connie. Okay, as always, thank you, TJ and Connie, for being my moderators. I don't always say that. I apologize, but you guys really make my life so much easier. And then, of course, always helping me out with tips and stuff. So I really appreciate you too. Very, very much. And I appreciate all my subscribers and all the new people that got on today. Welcome. I hope you are subscribed and that you will subscribe. And I hope if you haven't already that you will give this channel, this video a like. Got 30 likes. Yay. Thanks, you guys. That's really good. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Again, if you haven't watched Connie's video, go watch that. Go check out everybody else's page or channels that have a channel. So we've got the Southern Cottage, we've got TJ's Magic Touch, and we've got Jamie is starting to do some shorts, and I think she's got one video, one tutorial, so let's support her too. Oh, thank you guys. Love you guys. All right, I'm going to get off here, and as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Happy mom making, everybody. I hope you're not stressed and that you find things to do to relax. I'm trying very, very hard to find those things myself and not get too overly stressed. And I don't think I'm as stressed as I was last year. I think I'm noticing it like triggers and stuff now and doing stuff about it this year. So, and I trying to say no to people that, when I know it's going to cause me too much stress and overwork. So I'm learning to say no. I hope you guys are too. And all right, I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And for those of you that watch this after processes, I'm going to put some links up. So there's one right there for my channel. Just click on that so you can subscribe. Here is my most recent upload. Here is a playlist I think you will enjoy, and one more video for you. Thanks again, you guys. I love y'all. Happy mom making. No is a complete sentence. You are right. Bye.